Hi everyone, I'm Roger Dare and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Dare Group Fine Homes. Today I am here to talk to you about the beaches of Southwest Florida. The beaches of Southwest Florida are the reason why people come to this area. They've been coming here since the late 1800s, up until today. It's just the reason the beaches here are just absolutely phenomenal. We've got the most aquamarine, green, beautiful water, the best fishing offshore. But we're going to talk today about specifically the actual beaches. So let's get started. So the northernmost beach, which is just off the coast of Bradenton, is Holmes Beach. Now, this area is divided from the Gulf of Mexico by the intercoastal waterway and bays that separate these barrier islands that run all the way down. So now I'm starting at Holmes Beach, which is the uppermost barrier island that sits almost up into Tampa Bay. And the access from that is from Bradenton. The views and water in Holmes Beach are just absolutely amazing. A lot of weekly rentals up that way. A lot of the home ownership up in there is for people because they're trying to do investment properties and that kind of thing. The traffic getting over to Holmes Beach in either the summer or even in season during prime times can be brutal, absolutely brutal getting over there. But you know what? I think if you're going to go to those areas, Holmes Beach and then Bradenton Beach just below it, you're going there and you're going to stay there. They've got a public supermarket over there. They got everything you want to need. So when you get over there, you want to stay over there. There are going to be occasions you're going to have to come off the island, but pretty much you're going to want to stay on Holmes Beach, Bradenton Beach just below. So Bradenton Beach just below is really an extension of that barrier island. Beautiful beaches there. I mean, we're talking about a sliver of land there. So there's boating behind it. So you've both got boating out in the intercoastal in that bay area right there, as well as beautiful beaches. Moving south further, we've got Coquina Beach, which sits on the south end of that barrier island. It sits on a channel and the bridge runs over from that channel over to Longboat Key. Coquina Beach is a very popular park-like setting. Just slammed 4th of July with people partying, and it's just it's more of a party beach. There's not a lot of buildings right there, but just a really fun place to be. Once you now cross the channel, there's a drawbridge there. Now, this is not a really busy area traffic-wise, getting from that key to the other key. North Longboat Key is really quiet. There are a lot of very, very expensive homes there. Most of the beaches up that way are private. The only reason why you would have access is because you have a condo or a home there. There are some properties that are on the bayside with boats behind them and whatnot, and, even condominiums that have views of the bay or they have beach rights to go on over, but there's not going to be a lot of beach parking there. You're not going to be able to go, oh, let's go to the North Longboat Beach and Longboat Key Beach and let's stay there. It's just not going to happen. And that continues for about 9 miles all the way down Longboat Key. Amazing beaches, mostly private. It's not against the law for you to walk on them, but there's just no access. There's no parking unless you already live on Longboat Key. So if you're looking for a home on Longboat Key and you want a nice beach and you don't want it slammed with tourists, Longboat Key is a really great place if you can afford to live on Longboat Key. Longboat Key's, anything on Longboat Key, you're looking at $1 million and up. And there was a home that sold there, I don't know, it was like 8, 9, 10 years ago for $40 million. That's right, $40 million. So you got some really wealthy people over there. It's really, really nice though. So the next drawbridge down leads over to Lido Key and St. Armands Key. Now, St. Armands, we're going to talk about in another video. I've already talked about it, some other videos as well. But Lido Key is a really, really nice beach. I like to call Lido Key the Sarasota local beach. A lot of people in Sarasota go there because we get a lot of tourists come down here to go to Siesta Key Beach. And I don't know, there's a park at the south end of Lido Key. It sits out on an area called Big Pass, which is a big waterway that leads from the Gulf of Mexico that feeds into Sarasota Bay. The water is just absolutely amazing. There's like a sandbar off of that island. People pull their boats up, and you're walking around in knee-deep water, and they even like have boats that will pull up, and they've got like, they make these makeshift bars and snack areas, and I mean, it's just a really great festive atmosphere. So you've got the park on the south end of Lido, you've got some high-end condos, the Ritz-Carlton condos are there, you're looking starters in there, 2.5, 3, 4, 5, $6 million. But that's not all Lido is about. There's a Lido Beach Resort, which when people come to town, they ask me, where should I stay? I say the Lido Beach Resort. You could find a beachfront room there for about $300, $400 on the top side a night, which is really a value in this area to be on an amazing beach like Lido Key. Because as you get at the Lido Beach parking lot, and you walk north on that beach, it's all preserved. There's no condos. It's just phenomenal. And there's sand dunes and trees, and it's just beautiful. I've seen manatees like wash up on the beach, and then swim back out. It's just a really great area. I highly recommend Lido Beach. So coming back onto the mainland and heading down south, we've got one of the main reasons why people come here, Siesta Key Beach. Siesta Key Beach has it's powdered sugar, the sand. And you could go out there in the heat of the summer and pick it up, and it just remains cool because it's white. It doesn't hold all the heat from the sunlight. Just Siesta Key Beach is one of the most beautiful beaches you will ever see, just pristine water. It's all public. They've got a massive public parking lot. In that section of the beach, it's like, I don't know, the beach is so big, it takes you a while to get from the parking lot out to the beach, which is really nice because it allows people to spread out and people aren't on top of each other. It is tremendously popular, so it does seem to get crowded, but people don't seem to mind. It is just an incredible beach. A lot of second home condos on Siesta Key for a reason. People flock here. There is a bay side where a lot of bay condos as well. A lot of boating off of that backside of Siesta Key. And of course, there's a lot of homes on in Siesta Key. The south end of Siesta Key has some really expensive private beach homes down that way. And around Siesta Key Village, which is a really cool place. You really need to check out lots of bars and restaurants and nightlife and that kind of thing out on Siesta Key. Really cool. And you've got some homes that are just back behind the village and all that are nice, and a lot of them you can walk to the beach from. So it's really cool. Now, the very south end of Siesta Key, there's a beach called Turtle Beach. Sand isn't quite as nice there. Not a huge parking lot. But a lot of locals do go to that beach because they don't want to, have the crowds of all the tourists and whatnot. There are some condos down there and some private homes down there, and that can be a popular area as well. Turtle Beach. So heading back over to the mainland and heading south, the next island, barrier island we have is Casey Key. If you head over to the north end of Casey Key, mega mansions, private beaches. If you want to see some really incredible homes, take the drive south on Casey Key. It is a sliver of land. I mean, you can look over and see this, I don't know, $10 million mansion on the beach, and it's boat on the street across from you. There's no house there. So there's a lot of that. There are some houses as it gets a little wider, but there's not neighborhoods. There's house on that road, house on the beach, house on the bay, house on the beach, all the way down until you get down where there's a public beach on the south end of Casey Key. Really beautiful water down the way. It sits right on the Venice Inlet. Very, very popular. Venice Inlet, the water is just spectacular. It's probably some of the prettiest water that you are going to find on the west coast of Florida. Holmes Beach has some pretty nice water up there too, but I would say that north end of Venice Beach, south end of Casey Key, where that inlet is. The water is just spectacular. So again, heading south from there, next beach down, as I just mentioned, is Venice Beach. Venice Beach just is miles and miles and miles of beautiful beach. Very, very popular. They've got a beach down there that you can bring your dogs to called Dog Beach, which is really, really cool to be able to do that. And you let them off leash and they can run around with all the other dogs. And then when you're done, they have an area where you can wash them off and, you know, so they don't get your car all sandy. And it's a really cool place. If you're into looking for shells, Venice Beach is a really, really popular place, as well as shark teeth. A very, very popular place to find shark teeth in Venice Beach. So heading south from there is the very little known about Manasota Key. Manasota Key is just kind of starting to come into its own because people are moving further and further south now. It's off of Inglewood. The north end of Manasota Key is a park-like setting. There are no condos there. There's plenty of parking. It is a beach that you go to go to the beach. You know, there's no bars or restaurants or anything like that. It's about going to the beach. You may want to bring, you know, a cooler with picnic stuff and any kind of beverages or that kind of thing that you're going to want. So south of there is the south end of Manasota Key. Gets just a little bit of commercial down there, but hardly at all. I mean, I think the highest building down there is 2 stories. And from there, you know, the beach is just absolutely amazing too. There are some condos down there, but just really nice old Florida style beach. Definitely worth checking out. So lastly, we're going to head a little bit south down from there. It's almost unknown. I mean, a lot of people, I think, in Sarasota don't even know about Boca Grande. Boca Grande is just an amazing beach. There are presidents that have vacationed there. There's a very famous hotel there called the Gasparilla Inn. You possibly could have heard of that. Really, really super high end, but there's a little town out there on the island. Now, I will tell you, there's a $6 toll to go over this little tiny drawbridge to get over there. However, there's no toll on the way back, so it's $3 each way. I think it's kind of nice. It keeps the area, I don't know, it just keeps it quality. The only reason why, you know, you would go to Boca Grande is to go to Boca Grande. Boca Grande is not a place you drive through. Boca Grande is a place you drive to. Now, real estate prices in Boca Grande, condos at $1 million. That's the bottom. I mean, there are boat slips that cost $1 million over there. Super, super high end, but it's worth checking out. They've got an area. They've got a public beach. They've got a nice little downtown area. There's some shopping. There's some restaurants. Definitely Boca Grande I highly recommend checking it out. And that serves Port Charlotte, Inglewood, and the South Venice area. But anyone in Sarasota should go down there and check it out. I really think it's worth it. So those are the beaches of Southwest Florida, all those areas that we cover. Anybody on my team can help you answer any more questions that you'd like to hear about those beaches. We all know the beaches really, really well. Drop us a message below or send us an email at roger@rogerdare.com or give us a call at 941-350-2007. We are here to help. We don't mind. There's no stupid question. Give us a call. So that is it about the beaches of Southwest Florida. I am Roger Dare with the Dare Group Fine Homes, and thanks for tuning in. I'll see you soon.